Over to you.
You will remember this story. There is a new crime docuseries filmed here in Philadelphia that tells the story of that fatal altercation between Michael White and Sean Schellinger. This was back in 2018.
So it's called 72 Seconds in Rittenhouse Square, and it's streaming now on Paramount Plus. Here's a clip of the trailer.
Philadelphia police.
We have an emergency. We have a stab victim. 17th cancer.
What happened?
A guy was stabbed in his back.
Where's the person that stabbed him?
He's running. He's gone.
It became a big story because you were dealing with someone who had money, privilege, connections, and you had a kid from North Philadelphia.
I just worried about when I was going to get the opportunity to tell the truth. If I don't make them feel where I'm coming from, it's over.
So, director and producer of the film Tigre Hill joins us. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So it started streaming yesterday?
Yes.
And he's gotten some reaction to it. But with all the violent altercations that have happened in our city over the last 5 years, what warrants a docuseries about this incident? Like at 17th and Chancellor is where it happened.
Well, this incident was a microcosm of what's going on in the country. When the incident happened, you had Trump as president for a year and a half. You were questioning tough on crime policies, whether they were good or bad, and you had progressive DAs being elected throughout the country. So when this incident happened in Rittenhouse Square, a wealthy area, two people from two totally separate socioeconomic backgrounds, you had a flashpoint that happened that when I saw this, I said, wow, this is encompassing everything that's going on in the country.
And it all went down in 72 seconds at that corner. What was the flashpoint? Why did it go so badly within seconds?
It's really weird. The delivery guy, Michael White, is
on a bike
going to deliver food for Uber Eats. Sean Schellinger and friends are coming down the street and they get caught in traffic. They get angry that somebody's blocking traffic. Michael sees that. He's almost cut off. He said their words are exchanged between the two and there's a fight.
Sean gets out of his car.
Gets out of the car and confronts Michael White.
The fight is on.
And the fight's on.
And it's so interesting because when this happened, I mean, it was covered extensively, right, in the media. Even the trial was talked about. And then you found out when you reached to the family members, there was so much that didn't come out, even though it was, heavily covered. Why do you think that is? And what was it just, why was the reason, what was the reason, that there were so many details that were so hidden?
I patterned the story after my personal meetings. I met with Linda Schellinger, the mother of the deceased, one day for 2 hours at Starbucks. And at the end of that meeting, I learned so much and it was making me think one way. The next very day, for 2 hours at the same Starbucks, I met with Keir Bradford Gray, who was the defense attorney. After 2 hours, I was like, wow, that made me feel another way. And I said, that made me want to make the film, and I wanted to pattern the film after those 2 meetings.
Well, is that the way I'm going to feel after I watch the 3 episodes? Will I be going back and forth on conclusions?
The audience is the jury.
Yeah.
The audience is the jury. You might think one way, you might think the other.
And it's interesting because even though you did all this research, you spent all this time working on it, is that also why you don't say your stance? Because you want to make sure that folks can form their own opinion?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. That's the audience is the jury, so I just wait for them to deliver their verdicts.
What's your reaction you've been getting, overnight?
All over the place,
What?
Both
sides?
About equal.
Isn't that something?
About equal. And actually, it kind of shows where we are as a country,
That's interesting.
where the opinions are coming from.
Yeah.
What do you think will be the biggest takeaway for folks when they see this, or what would you like for that to be?
I would like people to pay more attention to details, facts, information, instead of relying on sound bites, little snippets you see in the paper or on TV, because that's how we inform ourselves now, and that's unfortunate.
Sounds like we're going to learn a lot of things we did not know from the trial.
Because you have footage and you have things that we have never seen before, right?
Yes, absolutely. We have footage of the incident. Parts of it.
Yeah.
We have incredible audio from District Attorney Krasner and Michael White. So,
but not from the DA's office, right? Because did they participate in this at all?
No, they would not. I had to use sources.
Okay.
Gotcha. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right.
Thank you for delving into this topic and this story.
Thank you.
Paramount Plus. Coming back.